Police have released new surveillance video from the night a local rapper was shot at a Buckhead Waffle House. The video shows a man with a gun walking through that Waffle House. Officers say they got a call about shots fired at the restaurant on Piedmont Road just before 4 o'clock in the morning on December 27th. Police tell us the shooter and the victim had left the scene by the time they arrived. The victim was later found at Piedmont Hospital and identified as rapper Yung Mazi.
Now, just a few hours after the shooting, Yung Mazi tweeted this message saying, quote, "God made me bulletproof," and possibly he believes that because the rapper says he was shot before. In fact, he says he was shot 10 times before.
Shout out Fetty, shout out Fetty.
That's importance to
Yung Mazi, 31, was a popular Atlanta rapper. He was affiliated with Kevin Gates, BWA, and Young Thug, YSL. Mazi decided to become a full-time rapper in 2012. He released several albums over the years. He collaborated with Kevin Gates, Future, Rich Homie Quan, Young Scooter, Yo Gotti, and more. Yung Mazi had one foot in the streets and the other foot in the studio. He decided to become a full-time rapper because he couldn't balance the streets and his rap career at the same time. His new rule was to make 3 songs a day. He discovered that working overtime on his music kept him out of trouble. Before he could escape the street life, his past caught up to him. The ops shot Mazi 5 times, one bullet striking him in the head and leaving him temporarily brain damaged, almost ending his life. After Yung Mazi got shot in 2015, he made a video from his hospital bed taunting his ops. He told the ops to stop aiming for his legs and start aiming for some shit that's gonna kill somebody.
Public service announcement, motherfuckers. From my legs. My legs done had enough. So tell your shooter start aiming for some shit that's gonna kill somebody, man. These niggas aiming for legs, man. My legs are tired of this shit.
Yeah, man. Getting shot by anybody. He ain't shooting, but he got the camera. You know.
After he got shot the second time, Yung Mazi decided to make a drastic lifestyle change. He was a father of 4, and he wanted to be there for his kids. Yung Mazi said he was shot 10 times before the Waffle House incident. He didn't let the shooting slow down his work ethic. He continued to release rap albums while disrespecting his ops. In 2016, Mazi was shot at the Waffle House while waiting for his food. After being shot, he tweeted, "God made me bulletproof."
I just was with a couple friends and we were hungry, and at that time of night we could have left the studio making music, and we just, that's the only thing open, so we ended up going there trying to get something to eat.
A normal Waffle House run turned into anything but. Atlanta rapper Yung Mazi says he was about to order an all-star special when gunfire erupted inside the restaurant on Far and Piedmont Road.
And before I can even order my food or do anything like that, I didn't see anything coming. It was just somebody came behind me and shot me twice.
Mazi says he had his back to the shooter, so he didn't see anything. All he knows, he says, is that the gunman is on the run.
I believe it was a customer that was in there.
This isn't the first time the rapper has been shot either. Try over a dozen times.
The worst pain ever. And when people don't understand it, that type of pain sticks with you your whole life.
In 2017, Yung Mazi was shot multiple times while picking up a pizza at the Urban Pie. The shooter fled the scene on foot. The suspects are currently at large.
The Atlanta Police Department is actively searching for the shooter or shooters who gunned down the young rapper outside of this restaurant in Kirkwood. A close friend of his tells me this is a sad day for the local hip-hop community to see someone he was very close with, someone he considered a brother, shot dead. Just short of reaching his potential as an up-and-coming hip-hop artist. That's what Yung Mazi's friends say now that the rapper is shot dead outside of the Urban Pie restaurant.
Just took him way too fast, man. You know, he had a big future ahead of him.
Rapper BWA Kane says the violence has got to stop.
Man, so much jealousy and hate in the world today.
We also talked with Bankroll Fresh's father, K. Rich, who knew the rapper. You see, Yung Mazi was friends with Bankroll, who was shot dead 2 years ago outside of a recording studio.
Him and Bank, great relationship. He actually like family.
K. Rich says both of their careers cut short. He has a strong message for the local hip-hop community.
You guys have one of the most powerful platforms right now. You can use it two ways, negative or positive.
While we wait for more information about Yung Mazi's shooting, K. Rich wants to urge people to stop the violence. He lost several relatives to shooting incidents just within the last few years and says enough is enough.
March the 4th, 11:31 p.m. I never forget that. My nephew on this very street, November the 1st, my nephew right across the street from here. Drive by, no reason.
This is an ongoing investigation. Social media condolences are pouring in, even from big-name artists. Atlanta police right now is trying to figure out if the shooting that happened here outside of this restaurant is linked to any of the previous shootings that involves Yung Mazi.
Okay, why wouldn't Mazi leave ATL to avoid all his ops? Okay, why wouldn't Mazi leave ATL to avoid all his ops and the people that he's having these feuds with? Okay, they saying he had a feud with some old drug rival from when he was hustling. Why not just leave that area and go somewhere else? And then just come back every now and then. Like Mazi, he should have been treating Atlanta like Dirk treats Chicago, okay? He shouldn't have been there 24/7. He didn't have no reason being there 24/7. You don't have to be in the state 24/7 to run that state musically. So he didn't have to be there. I think Mazi would have done better in another state, okay? So I believe Mazi should have left. I believe Mazi should have left ATL and went somewhere else and did his music. And come back to ATL every now and then, okay? Since he had so many ops in that area. Because a lot of the times these ops, they know your location from people that you know, fake friends, people that getting paid behind your back, all kind of stuff, and then finding out you're low. It could even be food places or businesses you're visiting. So with Mazi, he shouldn't have been in that area because his ops was constantly getting tips on his whereabouts, and I know they were. Mazi's here. Mazi is doing this. Mazi is doing that. Mazi just left. And that's why he should have just removed himself from that area and those people, and he would still be here today. Now, another thing that Mazi could have did was now Mazi, he had to be receiving a lot of threats, okay? So there was no way he was comfortable. He had to be, more than likely, he was uncomfortable at all times because he was constantly receiving these threats from people, okay? These ops and these people weren't just coming at him without threats, you know? So he was getting threats because threats come before destruction. So Mazi was receiving threats and he didn't care. He didn't want to leave. He didn't care about the threats he was receiving. He didn't care about his ops not liking him. He didn't care about getting shot all those times, being shot 10 times, okay? So he just didn't care at that point. Now, after he got shot in 2015, he got shot again in 2016 and 2017, okay? Now, he should have been, at his popularity rate, he should have been ordering food, okay, or having somebody bring him his food. He should have been going to the Waffle House getting food. He should have been going to the pizza house getting his own pizzas. Because at that level, you just don't. Atlanta's small. You got enemies, you get money, you got popularity. You don't go and be doing all this stuff by yourself. You don't got it like that. Maybe other celebrities that don't have as much beef as you or as much problems in the street as you, they can be out and about and get their stuff. Somebody like Andre 3000 or Killer Mike or somebody like that, maybe they can go get their own food and all that. But when you got ops and they actively looking for you and trying to find your location, the way they was looking for Mazi, you can't be out getting your own pizzas and going to the Waffle House. You got to use DoorDash or something like that. You can't just be going out getting your own food. That's just that you can't be doing that at that point. He should have been Instacart. He should have been DoorDashing or whatever delivery service that was gonna bring the food to him. He should have been doing that, just to be honest. He should have been ordering, having his stuff delivered to him, and FBG Duck should have been ordering his clothes and had those delivered to him too, because once you get to a certain popularity, you can't be out doing things on your own. Now, it depends on where you get your popularity from. If you get your popularity from rap, you get your popularity from the streets, from the hood, you don't need to be in that area, because people are automatically looking to test your hood, to test you to see if you really hood, or should you be in that area. And when they come up on you, they gonna do something wild to you just to hurry up and pull their phone out to put it on social media to say, look, Mazi right here, I got him on social media. Now, you can't do that to everybody that see you, because every time somebody see you, they gonna get to taking a picture, they gonna get to doing a video. Like when Young Dolph was on his way out, he was at the gas station getting gas. Somebody was taking his picture, sending it to the ops. He's at the gas, he didn't even see the other person, but the whole time he's getting his picture taken. So this social media and these phones is worse than like it was with the paparazzi in the 90s, because anybody can be a paparazzi. Anybody can take a picture of you. If you got clout and popularity to get an Instagram model, and you got all the things that it takes to actually attain and get an Instagram model, more than likely you got money, you got some type of clout. She's gonna be filming you and taking pictures of you, and she may have all kind of little videos and pictures of you while you sleep and all that stuff that she sent to her friends. Say, hey, look, he's over here sleeping, or that I really do mess with him. Look, boom, and have all kind of little personal photo section, a video section of you in their phone. And I'm willing a majority of the women nowadays do that, and especially if you're a rapper or athlete or any person of notoriety on the internet or off the internet. People taking your pictures, they taking your videos, and they giving out your location. Okay, that's just the way it is. When you get popularity, you give that privacy, you give that up. Okay, so Mazi just didn't understand how popular he was and how much people hated his guts. He didn't understand how much people hated his existence. He was so close to himself. He didn't really think much. He didn't think as much of himself as these other people was thinking of him. So he didn't really think nothing of it or of these other people. And these other people really had it in for this guy. They really wanted Mazi up out of here. So I don't know what he did to anybody. I don't know. It seems like somebody had some money on his head. Maybe he ran off with somebody's bag, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot of the stuff that a lot of the major rappers have, and he was getting collabs and friends with a lot of these rappers. And, the money to do all that don't just come from anywhere. So he had to start from zero. He wasn't born rich. So I believe Mazi, whether it was good or bad in the past, he stepped on some people to get to where he was. And those people that he stepped on, they came back and they were stepping. They sent steppers back. They got stepped on and they came back and they sent steppers at Mazi because they felt some type of way. Like I said, a lot of rappers and individuals that are on the up, that came up from poor areas, a majority of the time they stepped on some people. They stepped on people to get up to where they were. You know, they used people. They played people. You had relationships with people in order to get to what they needed out of that relationship. And then once they got what they needed out of that relationship, they cut that relationship off. And a lot of rappers do that, you know. A lot of them do that, and you know, a lot of that comes back around and it gets them in the end. Okay, so somebody got stepped on. They didn't like it. I don't know if he ran off with the bag, but they was hating on Mazi, and he's no longer. So I wish he could be back here, but he's gone. So long live Mazi. I'm ATL. I'm out of here.
Thank you.